Hello everybody, my name is Robert and I'm here to explain how to replace the light bulbs in a 1999 Ford Escort ZX2. This is an older model one, so some of the things I'm showing you may be a little bit different on yours if you have a different model. Okay, the first indication I had was that when I turned on the signal light, it kept blinking real fast. So I knew that I had a problem with the light, and when I came back here to check it, sure enough I did. And then trying to figure out how to do it, so how to take off and get to the bulb. There is no access panel from the inside of the trunk, and I'll show it to you right here. Here is the, well, let me see if I can turn this around. Nope, can't do it this way, so I have to manually do it. Right here is the trunk area, and that right there, this sits back up in here. You have to pull this down, and as you can see, there is nothing that you can get to from here, so you have to physically take it off from the outside, and this is where it'll be at, right here. Okay, that's the area there where the tail light will sit. Now to remove it, and let me set this up here. To remove it, there are two screws that are in this area right here. All right, they're Phillips screws, and there's one of them right here that I've got. And as I said, when this is sitting on here like this, as I show you here, hopefully, okay, this area of the light, you will access the two screws to remove them. Now, when you take them off, when you take this off, be cautious that there is a guide pin or a stud, which is located as we look at it from here, looking at where the tail light is. There is a stud that sticks right here, okay? And that stud, there's a piece of plastic which I will show you right here, if I can get it where I can show you. See if I can put it here. All right. Okay, coming in close to it, there's a piece of plastic right here, and it's got a groove in it, and that thing slides right in there. So when you're taking this off, when you're trying to remove this, oh no, just a second. When you're trying to remove this piece here from the car, it will sit, as you can see right in there, it sits right in there. So when you pull it off, you don't want to pry it to the outside. You have to pull it straight out this way. Otherwise, you'll break that little prong there, and when you go to put this back on there, this thing is going to be this will be flapping back and forth on your car. Now, the other thing is, on the lights themselves, located right here and here, when you go to remove those, you want to take off the connectors, which are right here from the back of where the bulb is. Let me see if I can see it here. Yeah, take off this connector here, and there's another one right here, and they're connected on the back of the bulb. So they got little clips on the side. Just open those up and pull it out. Okay, once you get that off, you're able to take this light out, or the whole assembly out. And these lights here, when you go to take them out, you want to turn those counterclockwise, not clockwise, because what'll happen is you turn them clockwise and they will feel loose, and you're thinking, well, why can't I get it out? And you may try to pull, and you're going to break off the plastic that's in there that holds them down. So you remember, turn them counterclockwise and then pull it out. Okay, and then when you line them up, line it up with the you can, once you look inside there, you can see that there's 3 flanges, kind of in a triangle shape, that's located on this part right here and on here. And those 3 flanges line up. There's a little gaps in there where they go in, and then you tighten them up. And that's all there is to it. Once you take this off here, as I'll show you right here, just pull that, turn that counterclockwise, and then it comes right out just like that. And then when you put it back, you put it back on, turn it clockwise, yes, clockwise, and that's it to it. You take that out, put the bulbs in there. The bulbs themselves, both bulbs are the same type. They are 3157s here, and they come in a pack, and they're about $6, depending where you buy them from. You can spend up to about $8 on 2 light bulbs here. So these are my spares here that I went ahead and bought an extra pair, and keep it in the glove box or somewhere in the car, so whenever you need it, you have it. I will say that on some of the newer cars, like the 2000 maybe, and I don't know up to when, those 2 screws that I mentioned about right here, okay, they are metric. They're not Phillips screws, and I think, if I remember right, they were telling me that they're 7 millimeters, but that could be changed. You know, it may or may not be that diameter. It may be something else. Also, when you pull it out, there is a pin right here on the back of the connector, on the back of the light, that once you're trying to get the light out, you have to really kind of pull, especially if it's been in there for a while. It's not just take that off and then it slides right out. It's a little bit of jiggling and pulling at the same time, but it will come out. And then I strongly recommend that you lightly get some grease, and grease along these areas right here, and maybe just a little bit on there, so that when next time if you have to do it, it'll come out a whole lot easier and stuff. And the grease that they sell it there for about $1 something, $1.60, I believe it was. Okay, well, I hope this helps you, because I'm always trying to find a way to do things myself rather than take it to a mechanic. Sometimes I have to go on YouTube to do it, but when I do, it's always a different year than what I got, and it's always different screws or a different way of doing something. So I like to make one that is current for the type of car that you have. All right, this is Robert, and I'm out.